So hey guys, I was starting out a lot of my videos with Ed Wilson for president, but now, like I said, I'm starting to realize that you guys, I don't think you could handle a guy like me. I think you guys like the idea of getting screwed over and, not really caring what happens to your kids and stuff like that. You like to put on the image like you care, but you really don't care. You poison them. Like I said, you'll go to the doctor. Doctor says, well, you need to get this immunization. You guys will fold right up. You'll just fold right up. Under my administration, there would be none of that. And I guarantee you, the corporations would be running to me, because if they didn't run to me, they wouldn't have their businesses very long. Okay? It wouldn't be about making America great again, because I know what that means now. That means make it like it was before. Keep the dumb dumb. Keep them dumbed down. Keep them vaxxed up. Let me tell you something right now. RFK, he's doing a great job. He's doing way more than the president is. Now, I know he's in the president's administration, but I also got to keep you guys bearing in mind that I believe Donald Trump is a Freemason, and he is sold out to Israel. He's also out there pushing the mRNA vaxes, things of that nature. Apparently, I haven't seen it, but somebody was telling me the other day that he got one live, and he was, acting like they're all good and stuff like that. There's nothing good about any of that stuff, guys. Nothing at all. Okay? And so it looks to me like they're setting RFK up to be the next choice for president. That's how they work this, guys. And, they're going to bring attention to some things, like they're going to go in there and this administration's going to do this and they're going to do that. They're not going to do any of that. Once he gets in there, they're going to have him right where they want him. Believe it or not, they're positioning him right now. And it's not going to be a good thing, okay? But a guy like me gets in there, and we're kind of a kink in the spoke, okay? We're the ones that actually care. We're the ones that will actually do things that I can't say on here because this video would never get out, okay? And to be honest with you, for a lot of these people, it would be the end of them, because they would immediately do a 180 on their stances, or, well, a lot of them wouldn't leave the building. I'm going to put it straight out with there. There's no way I'm going to be sitting there in the presence of a bunch of terrorists, sitting there listening to their jibber jabber when I know what they're doing. Never going to happen. Never going to happen with guys like me, okay? I'm willing to give the rest of my life, okay? I'm ready to give my life for you and my children. Most of you guys are out there, you're getting paid, so I don't want to hear nothing from you, state police, none of that stuff. Well, I serve, no, buddy. You're getting paid for everything, okay? I won't be getting anything. I'll just be getting a better country. You will have a stake on you'll have steak. You'll have a plethora of things that you can't even imagine that you'll have access to, okay? When you go to that supermarket, you're going to have more than just beef, pork, and chicken, okay? You're going to have a lot more to choose from, all right? And there won't be any human in it, all right? Did you hear what I just said? There won't be any human in it. Any person caught, any business caught, not only will the business owner be prosecuted to the max, and when I say prosecuted, we already know we got some rigged law here. I'm not trying to put these guys in there for 3 squares, all right? No. You're feeding humans to humans, you're out. You're gone. There's no second chance on this. You're gone. Your employees will be felons the rest of their lives, or gone, depending on what part you played. Chances are you might be just gone, because we don't need you, okay? If you're that immoral and nasty, we just don't need you. I like the wood chipper idea for certain pedivores and pedophiles, but I also see there's a lot of people going to fall through those cracks. So there's this bearded chump that comes on here, and he's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And he's always talking, because he was in prison. His butthole's like as big as a pickle jar, okay? And he's out there, yeah, just throw them all in the wood chipper. Let me tell you something, buddy. You're a moron, okay? All right? Because there's a lot of people out there that were lied on, that got set up in the system, were predatorized by the system, and we need a conscientious hand on some of these things. I don't hear your chump butt saying don't pay taxes because you're support the pedivores. So while you're going out there like, blah, 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 while you're doing all that, you're paying your taxes. You're funding the pedivores. You're funding the trafficking. You're funding the drugs that are tearing the families apart. And you're over here, you're looking for something to deflect from what you are. Remember, you're a felon. You were in jail because you were a felon, okay? So don't go putting yourself on a high pedestal. All I did was steal and rob and do some. Come on, man. You're a punk, all right? You're a punk, okay? You're a bearded punk, all right? So let me put that out there. I was going to say, some of us see through some of you guys. You're on YouTube and stuff like that to get bites. If you notice, no commercials on my stuff. I'm not making a dime here, guys. I'm putting my ass and my life on the line, all right? Because I really believe that we can change all of this. All of the things that RFK is doing, I think are awesome. And to be honest with you, I'd like to keep him in that position. Actually, I would like to collaborate with him, and I would like to further the agenda, okay? Let me tell you right now, before it's over and done with, you will have healing and miracles going on that you don't even know were possible. And you don't know, and you can't know. Because here's why you can't know, because they dumbed you down. You're too dumb to know. Yes, I'm talking to you, American people. I'm also talking to the Chinese. I'm talking to the Japanese. I'm talking to the Taiwanese. I'm talking to the Indians. I'm talking to everyone, every nationality, okay? Even the Eskimos, all right? I'm talking to all of you. We want something different. Canada, you're already beat. They've already got you beat, all right? So, honestly, you know, we all could collaborate. I can help you clean house up there too, okay? Believe me, old Mr. Trudeau will be over there sucking his thumb in a corner, all right? There isn't going to be no games played with these people. When a guy like me gets in there, we're going to be fixing things. I'm not playing with you. I think you're a joke, guys. Right now, you're a joke. If you want to remain a joke, okay? You're going in there buying foods. You're spending your hard-earned money. You come home, you're tired. A lot of you guys will just like to go fishing or something. But you're finding, you can't even do that. You're not even free to go fishing. You got to go buy a license. Because if you want to eat any deer off of the king's land, you got to pay a fee. You got to pay a tax. Yeah, you're a real free people. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I was going to say, I just noticed my little tattoo popped up right there. You know, I got that tattoo when I was 11 years old. 11 years old. So I'm going to recommend to a lot of you guys, don't get tattoos. Especially you kids. You don't need that. You don't need no piercings or anything like that to make yourself... if you really want to be an individual, you want to stand out, expose evil. Expose corruption. Don't be corrupt. When other people are saying, man, take that drink. Come on, man. Come on. Go over there and slip that to that girl in her drink. Go do that. Go do something like that. You be the guy that says no. And if I catch you doing it, your ass is getting arrested. You look them dead in the face. Okay? And you tell them no. And then you go over there and you tell her, listen, that guy was over there just talking about slipping something in your drink. Yeah, you know what? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Okay? You know what's been going on, and it's been going on for far too long. Okay? That's why they want these kids dumbed down. So they feel like, oh, I got it. If I don't get with a rich guy, I'm going to have a terrible life. That's why we need a living wage, guys. We don't need anybody forced into anything. Okay? I don't want you forced to go out and work for some corporation you don't want to work for. I would rather you build a corporation. I would rather you have the time. I'd like for you to have some vacation time, to be honest with you. I'd like for you to be able to enjoy a little bit of life. I'd like for you to go for a long walk or say, hey, let's go over, let's go get a motel room and go see some rivers and some streams or take a long hike up a mountain. Okay? The only people who are doing that right now are people that are basically going through these corporations, getting retirements, getting social securities, that are inside some of these secret societies that have an inside track, just kind of like Pelosi. Pelosi came in, wasn't worth a squat, now she's worth billions or millions, okay? It's all insider trading. And I know this is true because I know guys that told me that are millionaires that told me exactly how they did it. How they would go into restaurants and bars and clubs and hot spots where the executives would hang out. And then they would just sit there with listening devices. Woo! You're hearing it now, aren't you? You're hearing it now, aren't you? And they sold you out, guys. It was all trickery. It was all trickery, guys. So it is rigged. It's all rigged. It's all lies. It's all rigged. And as I sit here right now doing this video, I'm looking up at my sky, which has blue and white clouds in it, and I'm looking at the trails. And see, what they're trying to do is hide these trails. I'm going to give you a real quick one here. I'm going to spin around. Okay, I'm going to spin around on you here. Oh, look at that. You can barely see it. Let's get over and see if we can get closer. Hey, how come that's not showing up? Oh, this is a bit odd. There it is. It's right over there, guys. It's very light and it's faint. But they're making small trails